We begin the 34th Annual Pride Parade by remembering those that came before us and with whom this all would not be possible. The three individuals that we honor today are Jeffrey Robinson, Patty Colochi, and Susan Cohn. Because of each of them, big round of applause for Patty, Jeff, and Susan. Because of each of them, we have become the Fresno Rainbow Pride and Festival we are today. They drew us from a pride and festival that was only 10 minutes through the Tower District, with the Ku Klux Klan in attendance to bully, intimidate, and scare us, to an hour-plus parade where now our mayor and the Fresno Police Department and over 115 other entries will march with us all day long today. Hate can be here, but we are not going away. We have moved from a time where don't ask, don't tell kept our gay and military shadowed in the past, our trans sisters and brothers and theys and them silenced, and now we are volunteering sailors, Army, National Guard, Coast Guard, and we are not going back in the closet. From families that would not acknowledge or accept us, to free mom hugs and other allies joining our march. In the words of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, fight for the things that you care about. This is what Jeffrey, Patty, and Susan did. They were the voices that started a chant. We are here! We are here! We are here! We are queer! Get used to it! One more time. We are here! We are queer! Get used to it! So raise your voice and join them and celebrate Pride. With fists in the air,
we stand in pride for all of our siblings, transgender, non-binary, and allies. We start the 34th Annual Pride Parade and Festival in remembrance of Jeffrey, Patty, and Susan. Let us not remember them. Let us remember them today. Let us not forget them. We thank them and all those that came before us for making today so possible.
Peter?
So is this part what they're saying? Is that part of the recording?
Was one of the 8 founding members of the first Pride Parade and Festival.
So we're going to be repeating what they just said?
Big fist in the air to Jeffrey Robertson, please.
Okay.
This would not be happening today without Jeffrey and Peter. Keep going, Peter.
At the age of 16, Jeffrey found the queer community in his chosen family. Many times, Jeffrey stated he would not have survived without his chosen family and dedicated his life to advocating, providing service, and giving back to the community for more than 40 years.
Come this way.
Today, we honor him as an activist, a leader, mentor, friend, papa to the youth group, husband, and uncle. Gunkle. We are proud to say his legacy will continue as we celebrate 34 years of Pride.
All right, perfect. Let's please pause for that unit to pass. Thank you to the Color Guard for drawing attention to the things that matter most, and that is the people that serve us as community activists and as our soldiers in the streets. Fists in the air.
Come on!
Jeffrey Robinson! This cart is being driven by his widow, Juan Bustamante, and family. Please give a big round of applause as we train you out. We love you, Juan, and we love you, Jeff.
None of this would have been possible without Jeffrey Robinson and his everlasting legacy, folks. If you don't know Jeffrey Robinson, we lovingly refer to him as the gay mayor of Fresno. And quite frankly, the best mayor of Fresno.
Okay, welcome to the 34th annual Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival.
Good morning, everyone.
I'm Chris Jarvis.
I'm James Hensley.
And we are here to welcome the Color Guard, the Central Valley LFK Color Guard, coming up to lead the parade.
The Color Guard consists of community members here in Fresno showing their proud heritage. We welcome all groups to the parade, and they are representative of everyone in the parade.
So just so you know, CMAC is hosting this broadcast of the event. CMAC stands for Community Media Access Collaborative. Kyle Lowe is here, the operations manager. Community Media Access Collaborative is a 501c3 nonprofit organization created to help citizens, schools, nonprofits, public agencies, and others better connect with our community through the use of media. The Media Center offers a full range of production tools and training at low or no cost to community users. The facility includes a TV studio, podcast studio, editing suites, computer lab, meeting spaces, and more. CMAC also operates 3 television channels on Comcast Xfinity and AT&T UVerse, and streams 24/7 on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and CMAC TV. These platforms are available for community producers to distribute the video and audio programming they create. CMAC empowers community voices by promoting media literacy, civic engagement, cultural understanding, and creative expression. You can visit their website at cmac.tv and donate.
We'd like to thank CMAC for providing the equipment and the sound and the video, and we look forward to a long relationship with them on the Gay Pride Festival.
So we are going to begin the 34th Annual Pride Parade by remembering those that came before us and with whom this all would not be possible. The 3 individuals that we honor today are Jeffrey Robinson, Patty Colucci, and Susan Kuhn. Because of each of them, we have become the Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival that we are today. They grew us from a 10-minute parade in 1991 with KKK in attendance to bully, intimidate, and scare us, to an hour-plus parade where now our mayor and the Fresno Police Department march with us. We have moved from a time where don't ask, don't tell, kept our gay military in the shadows, to U.S. Navy sailors volunteering with us open and proud, from families that would not acknowledge or accept us, to free mom hugs and other allies joining us in the march.
In the words of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, fight for the things that you care about. That is what Jeffrey, Patty, and Susan did. They were the voices that started a chant, "We are here, we are queer, get used to it." So raise your voice and join them. We are here, we are queer, get used to it. With fists in the air, we stand in pride for all of our siblings, transgender, non-binary, and allies. We start the 34th Annual Pride Parade and Festival in remembrance of Jeffrey, Patty, and Susan. We thank them and all those that came before us for making this possible.
Jeffrey Robinson was CEO of Community Link, was one of the 8 founding members of the first Pride Parade and Festival. At the age of 16, Jeffrey founded the queer community and his chosen family. Many times Jeffrey stated he would not have survived without his chosen family, and dedicated his life to advocating, providing services, and giving back to the community for over 40 years. Today we honor him as an activist, leader, mentor, friend, and papa to the youth group, husband, and uncle. We are proud to say his legacy will continue as we celebrate 34 years of pride.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Susan.
So driving Susan Kuhn's memorial truck is Dr. Elizabeth Dayton. Dr. Dayton is Susan's goddaughter and daughter of Patty Colucci and Cindy Williams. Dr. Dayton was also in the first Pride Parade in her mother's womb. Dr. Dayton is also driving her uncle's Jeffrey truck that has been a part of every parade since 1995. We remember Susan Kuhn today for being a member of the Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival. In addition, 1980, Susan was actively involved in volunteering with the Central Valley AIDS team and was proud of her work educating sex workers with condoms and hugs. Today's parade is her parade. She passed her knowledge and experience into the next generation, and we honor her for her lifelong work as she has given to the LGBTQ plus community.
Patricia Ann Colucci, one could say, the parade would never start without Patty. She was one of the parade co-chairs that put everyone in line and would start the parade marching. We honor you today, Patty, for all the work and love you have provided for the community. A wonderful person, greatly missed by everyone in the community.
So let's talk a little bit about why there is a Pride Parade.
Okay.
Because I hear that all the time from people. Why do you guys need a parade? Why can't we have a straight parade? Why can't we have a this parade or that parade? It's because of the persecution we faced for decades in this country that we have a Pride Parade. Throughout the 50s and 60s, the Federal Bureau of Investigation and police departments kept lists of known homosexuals and their favorite establishments and friends. The U.S. Post Office kept track of addresses where material pertaining to homosexuality was mailed. State and local governments followed suit. Bars catering to gay men and lesbians were shut down and their customers were arrested and exposed in newspapers. Cities performed sweeps to rid neighborhoods, parks, bars, and beaches of gay people. But the real movement for the gay rights movement started at the Stonewall Inn. The Stonewall Inn was a bar in Greenwich Village in New York in the 60s. They were greeted with a bouncer who inspected them through a peephole in the door. The legal drinking age was 18, and to avoid unwittingly letting in undercover police visitors would have to be known by the doorman or look gay. Patrons were required to sign their names in a book to prove that the bar was a private bottle club, but they rarely signed their real names. There were 2 dance floors in the Stonewall. If police were spotted, regular white lights were turned on, signaling that everyone should stop dancing or touching. Only a few people in full drag were allowed in by the bouncers. And then we have the Stonewall riots.
The Stonewall riots were a series of spontaneous, violent demonstrations against the police raid that took place in the early morning of June 28, 1969. At the Stonewall Inn in the Greenwich Village neighborhood of New York City. Similarly marginalized people
I put that word in there for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Similar people started a riot at Compton's Cafeteria in 1966. And in 1967, the Black Cat Tavern, located in the Silver Lake neighborhood of Los Angeles, California, was the site of one of the first demonstrations in the United States protesting police brutality against LGBT people, preceding the Stonewall riots by over 2 years.
Although they were not the first instance in American history when people in the homosexual community fought back, the Stonewall riots have become the defining event that marked the start of the gay rights movement in the United States and around the world. The last years of the 1960s were very contentious, as many social movements were active, including the African-American Civil Rights Movement, the counterculture of 1960s, and anti-war demonstrations. These influences, along with the liberal environment of Greenwich Village, served as catalysts for the Stonewall riots. Very few establishments welcomed openly gay people in the 1950s and 60s. Those that did were often bars, although bar owners and managers were rarely gay. The Stonewall Inn was owned by the mafia. It catered to an assortment of patrons, but it was known to be popular with the poorest and most marginalized people in the gay community. Police raids on gay bars were routine in the 60s, but officers quickly lost control of the situation at the Stonewall Inn and attracted a crowd that was incited to riot. Tensions between New York City police and gay residents of Greenwich Village erupted into more protests the next evening and again several nights later. Within weeks, Village residents quickly organized into activist groups to concentrate efforts on establishing places for gays and lesbians to be open about their sexual orientation without fear of being arrested. So this is why we honor the Stonewall Inn every year, and we call the Stonewall riots the beginning of the gay pride movement, because that was the night that gay people decided to fight back. Queer people, trans people, people in drag, they decided they didn't want to accept the police raiding the bars anymore. I have a quote here from someone who was at the Stonewall riots. He said, "We all had a collective feeling like we'd had enough of this kind of shit. It wasn't anything tangible anybody said to anyone else. It was just kind of like everything over the years had come to a head on that one particular night, in the one particular place, and it was not an organized demonstration. Everyone in the crowd felt that we were never going to go back. It was the last straw. It was time to reclaim something that had always been taken from us. All kinds of people, all different reasons, but mostly it was total outrage, anger, sorrow, everything combined, and everything just kind of ran its course. It was the police who were doing most of the destruction. We were really trying to get back in and break free, and we felt that we had freedom at last, or freedom at least to show that we demanded freedom. We weren't going to be walking around meekly in the night." So the reason we have Gay Pride every year stems from the Stonewall riots. The next year, and the Stonewall riots were in 1969. The following year, 1970, they started having Christopher Street Liberation Day on June 28th, 1970, and that marked the beginning of gay pride parades across the country.
Gay pride parades are a very important part of our community, and they're a very important part of every town, every city, every state, and all across this country. One of the reasons we do this, in my opinion, and the most important reason, is we show our pride so that the person who is out there at that particular moment thinking it's better to be dead than to be gay will think twice and realize there is a community of loving, supportive, and endearing people willing to accept them and help them thrive into the wonderful human beings that they are. This is not about us, this is about everyone else. This is about showing people we are here, we have been here for a long time, we're not going away, and we have reason to be proud. And that's why we do this.
Yeah, and you know, we're still facing even more strongly now than in recent years anti-LGBTQ legislation across the country. Book bans, don't say gay. They're also banning Black history in colleges. They're trying to ban information about disenfranchised groups. So the reason we have this parade every year is to remember how far we've come and how far we have to go. Like James said, there is people, and believe it or not, we all know the internet is out there. So we think everybody knows about everything these days. That's not true. There are people to this day that say, I didn't even know there was a queer community in Fresno. And then they come out to an event like this and they see the hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people that are out here, and they realize they have a community.
My first experience with a gay pride event was back in 1980 in Columbus, Ohio. I was just a young kid. I had no sense of community, no idea that there were other people like me. And I drove 80 miles from my home to go to this parade in Columbus that I had heard about. And it wasn't a parade more, it was a picnic that they used to throw before it migrated into a parade. But when I got there and I parked and I walked over to where everybody was and I discovered this community of diversity and thought and mind, and yet everybody had one thing in common. They just wanted to love, they wanted to be accepted, and I found a community, I found a home, and the sense of relief that I had at that moment was overwhelming. I broke down in tears, and I decided I'm never going to go back. I cannot live my life in shame, I cannot live my life in the shadow. And that started the journey that brought me to where I am today, 28 years of being with my husband, proudly, walking around and calling him my husband without fear and without shame. And the friends that you'll see lining this parade route and participating in the parade all feel the same way. We're here to show you we're just like everybody else. We have pride in who we are, and we're not going to walk away from it.
You know, it used to be, you know this very well, the only place we could go and be queer were the bars.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's why the Stonewall Inn was important. That's why gay bars were important for so many years. That's much less true today. We can, as queer people, even in Fresno, pretty much go wherever we want and be queer to a degree. I know you're always a little more open than I am about it, even though I've been an activist for longer. because I grew up in this town and it's a very conservative town. But I mean, when you see the number of people out here today, we're expecting like 20,000 people at the parade and festival today.
Yep.
Considering that in 1991, this thing lasted 10, 15 minutes.
My first parade here was about 15 minutes long.
Yeah, and today the parade will last a little over 2 hours. We used to have the festival right across the street here, and across from the Tower Theater in front of the chicken pie shop in that little tiny parking lot is where we used to have the festival. That was as big as it was.
Then it moved over here to Wishon, and we outgrew that space, and now we are at the Fresno City College campus, and it's a wonderful event. It's all inclusive, and it's a great way to learn about the community and the different organizations that make up our community. And it's just a lot of fun.
You know, they made that change, was last year?
2 years
ago. 2 years ago at Fresno City. We used to be right back here behind us on asphalt all day, and it was hot as hell.
Yeah.
So the Fresno City has made a huge difference in the festival, and get down here today and come to the festival. It's $5 for anyone to get in. Any student or child is free. It's going to go from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. They have extended the hours. And Pride is run by Community Link, a local 501c3 nonprofit organization that also runs Rainbow Bowling, the Youth Alliance, the Gray Alliance, and the Quistry Project, and Kids Like Us. Community Link strives to promote social well-being of individuals within the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender community, to be instrumental in promoting a better understanding of the community, to promote and support arts and cultural exchanges, and to develop services and programs. You can see the website for Community Link at FresnoRainbowPride.com. You can donate and give them money, because this is not a cheap event to put on every year.
No. And to that end, we thank all the volunteers, because this parade is put on by Community Link, which is the staff of volunteers. They do not get paid to put this on. They have to solicit funding and grants from different organizations around the country. This is an all-volunteer event. We're not being paid to do this. Nobody along the parade route helping control the crowd and the flow of the parade. Nobody's getting paid. This is all voluntary. And we do that because we want to show the pride in our community and to promote the community itself as the wholesome, fun, vibrant community it is.
Did we have KKK on your first parade here?
We didn't have the KKK on my first parade.
We had them I think it was the first 3 years of the parade. First year in hoods and robes. Second year, half hoods and robes. And by the third year, they were, I think, in just street clothes.
It's quite an interesting, what's the evolution, I want to say, from the first parade that I came to here in Fresno. We literally were standing there watching the parade, and after it went by, Chris was like, okay, that's it, let's go. And I thought, what? I was used to the 3-hour parades in Los Angeles. And
San Francisco, it's like
and San
4.5
Francisco
hours.
Well.
It's so
and
long.
This parade has evolved into such a tremendous expression and display of support from so many different community organizations that you're going to see throughout the next few hours. And we're just really happy to bring it to you and happy to be here and look forward to having a wonderful day. As with any parade, there are going to be some gaps. Trust me, I know. I used to participate on floats in this parade every year with the nightclubs I work for. And things happen along the parade route, and there are short gaps, and we'll find that today, and we'll try to make the best of it and still have a good time.
And the MC's down by Irene's Cafe, which is the general staging area year after year for the Pride Parade, are Robin McGehee, Peter Robertson, and Isis DeLuna. They're leading it up down the street here as the parade approaches us.
And while we have this little gap in here, first of all, I'd like to thank D&L Floral for the beautiful flower arrangements you see here in front of us with the rainbow roses. Some of the sponsors that we'll have here today at the Pride Parade and Festival include Fresno City College, which is sponsoring the festival. We have Splash Nightclub, Gilead, U.S. Bank, Walmart has been a large sponsor of us here for quite a few years. Chuck Chansey Gold Resort and Casino has been a sponsor for a number of years as well. And we have many more that we'll bring up. California versus Hate, Golden One Credit Union, but we'll bring you more sponsors as the day goes on. And of course, it's always a wonderful warm day here in Fresno.
Well, it could be worse. We're lucky. Right now, it's pretty nice. As the day goes on, it gets a little hotter. There was 1 year. I've been to every Pride Parade in 34 years, except 2, I believe. And 1 year it rained.
The one
Just
year.
One year it rained, and everybody says, "No, it won't rain." And sure enough, it rained.
I remember it well, and I was operating the float for the Red Lantern at that time, and coming down the street and telling everybody how beautiful they looked. And as they stood there in the pouring rain, they still stood by the parade route supporting, and that was wonderful to see.
Yeah, again, the flowers are from DNL Floral. James runs DNL Floral. I have a podcast called It's a Queer Thang, THANG, that's twice a month that you can get wherever you get your podcasts. And we've talked to a lot of people that are in the parade, grand marshals, etc. So check that out. And here comes the first banner. The theme of the Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade this year is Rainbow Wave Navigating Through the Current, which was created by parade coordinator and local Monty Forcas. Monty came up with the idea, and the team at Signalum, he put that in there on purpose. I don't know. Print and Graphics in Fresno crafted the vision. The motivation was to encourage the LGBTQIA+ community and its allies to flood the polls this November to turn the tide on the hateful and harmful anti-LGBTQ laws coursing across the country.
And as we celebrate Pride here in Fresno, I'd like to give a personal shout out to everybody in Dayton, Ohio. Happy Pride, Dayton, Ohio.
Is theirs today too?
Theirs is today, and that's something when I was growing up in Dayton was unbelievably not possible. One of the reasons I escaped Ohio and came to California was because I had to live my true self. But it's wonderful to see the vibrant community in Ohio, and the fact that Dayton has a Pride now, that just makes me really happy.
And guess who else is who's having their first Pride this year? Madera.
Madera is having a Pride
this year, on the 22nd.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll talk a little more later
about the green animal headed our way.
Well, it's got his eyes crossed out, so it's a dead panda.
What does this shirt say?
Born this gay.
Oh, born this gay.
We'll also be talking a little later in the podcast about a sister city of ours holding their first Pride event, Capitol Pride in Jackson, Mississippi, I believe.
Yeah, they're our sister Pride, which I didn't even know we had a sister Pride until recently.
You know, we have sisters everywhere.
That's true. That's true. So here comes the banner for the Rainbow Wave Navigating.
Navigating. It's the Pride Parade banner, starting off the parade.
The parade has always come down Olive Avenue since 1991. Irene's Cafe, which is where they're announcing down the street, has always been the home of the announcers for the parade. They've been very generous to our community over the years. I see Nazarene Johnson. Navigating through the current, that's what I wanted to say, because if you see the highlighted letters in the words navigating through the current, it says vote. And we all know how important that's going to be this year. And guess who's right behind him? Mayor Jerry Dyer.
Absolutely.
Jerry Dyer is the city of Fresno's 26th mayor, sworn into office on January 5th, 2021. He came into office with a vision of uniting Fresno, seeking an inclusive, prosperous, beautiful city where people take pride in their neighborhoods and community. He was born in Fresno, but grew up in the Fowler area and graduated from Fowler High School. He earned a Bachelor of Science degree in criminology from California State University, Fresno, and a master's from California Polytechnic University at Pomona. Before he was elected, Mayor Dyer served 40 years in the Fresno Police Department, including the local final 18 years as police chief. He has the distinction of being the longest tenured police chief in Fresno history. This is a big deal. We have the mayor of Fresno in the Pride Parade, people. This is how far we've come, because in the past, not only did we not have city officials, we had them rebuking us on the side.
I will say, I want to give a big shout out to Mayor Dyer.
All right, I got some beads from Mayor Dyer, I'm just saying.
From the mayor, a big shout out to the mayor for his evolution of thought. There were times when the community felt he wasn't the best of allies for us. I've had personal conversations with him as well as Chris, and we agree. He's come a long way, and we appreciate and thank him very much.
And here comes Annalisa Perea, City of Fresno Council member in District 1. Annalisa is the first out LGBTQ person on the Fresno City Council. She is tremendously supportive of our community and organizations. She is at a lot of our events. She's a huge ally to our community on the Fresno City Council. Welcome, Annalisa Perea.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Uh-oh, she's got beads too.
Oh, no.
We got to get some Annalisa beads. Look at that fire truck there. Happy Pride, Annalisa.
I wish your mother were here to get the beads.
I know, huh? Over here, Annalisa, come on.
Thank you, Annalisa.
We need some from you.
Thank you so much.
Got him, thank you.
All right.
We love Annalisa. All right, we got a Grand Marshal coming up here. Is this Tracy? Yeah, Tracy Cisneros. Tracy works with Community Link, and she is on the Fresno Pride Committee. She works her butt off.
I tell you what.
Every year. And for those of you who don't know, when this event is over, at the end of today, they start planning the next event. It takes a year to put this thing on.
I tell you what, Tracy is one of the hardest working people that I know.
Yeah, she's at everything. She does a lot.
She's at all the events, being strong and supportive for all of us.
You know, there's a small group of people that run Community Link, and they work year after year. Here comes the Gray Alliance, another group from Community Link that are seniors. The Gray Alliance is a nonprofit group of seniors ranging from 50 and up. You do not have to be 50 or 100 to join us. They are a casual, informal way of senior gays and lesbians to meet and share conversation. Look at that bus they got for them.
No,
I think the mayor
got the IHOP trolley.
Yeah,
the mayor secured this.
The mayor secured this.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Pride, guys.
The Gray Alliance, if you're 50 and over and you want to get involved in the community, and they do just informal stuff. They have dinners, they have parties. Check it out at Community Link or FresnoRainbowPride.com.
And you can ride the bus.
Here's the Community Link Youth Group. This is really, really important because youth need a place to go. The Fresno Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual Youth Alliance was created to offer lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning youth a safe and substance-free environment where they can be themselves, express their concerns, and discuss issues of importance that affect their lives. It's so important that we have youth groups, and Community Link has been doing this for a very long time. We have to have the youth have a way to get known in the community, to know each other, to learn about who their community is. So that's a great group.
And to know that there is a safe space for them to hang out and get to know other people like them, and to find a supportive group that encourages them to progress and grow in life.
Okay, so we have another Grand Marshal coming up here. Nelson Esparza of City of Fresno Council District 7.
Nelson Esparza is a member of the Fresno City Council in California. He assumed office in 2019. His current term ends on January 5th, 2027. Esparza won re-election to the Fresno City Council to represent District 7 in California outright in the primary on June 22nd after the general election was canceled. Welcome, 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 Nelson Esparza.
You know, this is what blows me away a lot, is that now in 2024, we have all these city officials and even the mayor that's coming out to support us, even in light of what's going on across the country and the anti-LGBTQ sentiment that's just racing across the country.
Unbelievable, some of the hatred. The Texas GOP held their convention last week and put in their platform that it is not against the rules of the law to harass gay people. There should be no civil or criminal charges.
Okay, our next Grand Marshal is Joaquin Arambula. Dr. Joaquin Arambula was elected in 2016 to represent the 31st Assembly District in Fresno County in the Central Valley. He proudly represents a district that includes most of the city of Fresno, the rural cities of Fowler, Sanger, Selma, Orange Cove, and portions of Fresno County. Another Grand Marshal, Joaquin Arambula. There he is. Hey, Joaquin. He's got no beads. He's got no beads.
Did
they not tell him he's got to have beads?
But he has a beautiful drag queen on the float.
He does. That's the next best thing. All right, Joaquin Arambula, Grand Marshal for the 34th Annual Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival. Well, it's getting packed out here, people. The streets are lined. They are rainbowed out, and Joaquin Arambula.
There's some outfits here today.
What
Let
kind
me
of
tell
car
you.
is that?
That's a Jeep, honey.
Okay, that's a Jeep. Okay. I'm obviously the gay one. We got another Grand Marshal coming up here. The Consulate of Mexico. Consulate is an office of the government of Mexico abroad whose main mission is to protect the rights and interests of our nationals. To this end, a wide range of services are offered. The Institute of Mexicans Abroad, the IME, implements programs on topics such as education, financial literacy, community culture, leadership training, and community empowerment. This is the Consulate of Mexico, another Grand Marshal in the 34th Annual Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade and Festival.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe last year or the year before, the Mexico Supreme Court allowed gay marriage to happen.
Yeah, believe it or not. The Consulate of Mexico has been very, very supportive of our community in Fresno for many events and many issues that have come throughout the last couple of years. Look at how beautiful this is.
This is a gorgeous contingent.
All right.
Very nice.
Look how beautiful these people are. Happy Pride. Look at that. We are underdressed.
I'm telling you what.
All right.
But I have a fan just like they do.
That's amazing. You guys look great. I want one of these bubble guns. Where did they get these bubble guns?
Walmart. This is a very colorful group.
Yeah, they're killing it. They're killing it.
Our next Grand Marshal coming up is Irene Saul, the owner-operator of Irene's Cafe. Irene's Cafe is a place to enjoy a casual and tropical dining experience. Irene serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. In addition, she has great breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials that have made it the area's favorite eating, drinking, and meeting place in the Tower District since opening in 1991. And congratulations, Irene!
Hey, we had a champagne toast last night to Irene at her restaurant, welcoming her to be the Grand Marshal. Again, her restaurant, which is right down, what's the cross street where Irene's is?
Linden and Olive.
Yeah, Linden and Olive. Go there and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner. They have supported us for the entire length of the Fresno Pride Parade by allowing us to sit outside of her restaurant, plug into her electricity, and announce the parade year after year after year. And you and I have been going to Irene's for how many years?
Oh,
almost 30 years?
Almost 30. We started at the old location here on Wishon, and when they moved down on Olive and Linden, we used to go there quite often on Sunday mornings for breakfast. So,
she has let our community do meetings there. She has supported us financially. She has done all kinds of things. So we love Irene and Irene's restaurant.
She's a big part of our community.
Okay, next we have Grand Marshal Zane and Kayla. They are the first trans emperor and empress.
Yes. And they just had their step down this past Memorial Day weekend, completing a very successful year reigning in the Imperial Dove Court.
They are at all kinds of events throughout the year, offering their support, performing, speaking. They're real pillars in the community, these two.
The majority of money raised by the IDC is distributed at the end of the year to different organizations throughout town. And we thank them very much for their support.
Yeah, the IDC is a charitable 501c3 nonprofit, and they raise money all year. You can go to any of their events, lots of drag events and parties, and donate money, and they give that money back at the end of the year to all kinds of organizations.
Okay, girl.
Oh, here she comes.
We need to talk about this one coming up, the Grand Marshal.
Miss Diva Stolen Goods. We have known her for many years.
Many years I have served that queen at the bar.
Yeah, James and I used to run the North Tower Circle, if you don't know, which closed a few years ago. And Diva used to perform all the time. She's a good friend of ours. She's very deserving of this Grand Marshal. She's Diva Stolen Goods.
A hard worker, boy. I tell you what, this girl is everywhere. Any chance she has to raise money, girl. Congratulations,
hey,
Diva!
She's not on your microphone. She can't hear you. Hi, honey. Diva is a great performer. She performs all the time and raises money, does bingo events at the Red Lantern and other clubs to raise money for the IDC and for the AIDS Walk and all kinds of issues and organizations.
She did my eye makeup the year I was Lady Gaga for Halloween.
Oh, I thought you meant today. I'm like, I don't even see any eye makeup there.
No eye makeup today. It'll run in this heat.
All right. Next, we have coming up the Fresno County Public and Behavioral Health Department.
Promoting, preserving, and protecting the well-being of Fresno County residents. They're located at 1221 Fulton Street here in Fresno. If at any time you have issues or concerns, reach out to them. They can help.
I see Gina Adams right there in the front.
I do see Gina and Brian there leading the group.
They got a bunch of people this year.
Yes.
Where hope and healing unite. The Fresno County Public and Behavioral Health Department.
Gina is one of the pioneers in the city of Fresno with their HIV/AIDS prevention programs. We used to work with her through the clubs, and she started mobile testing here in the city and has spent her entire career helping this community.
You can still get anonymous
crisis.
HIV testing down at the Fresno County Department of Public Health. Hey, Gina and Brian.
Hey guys, how are you? Good. Once again, this is a large group.
That's a big group. Okay, here comes where are we? The Fresno Unified School District. Look at this group. Look how many are in this group.
They estimated they were going to have around 600 students here today with Erica Hassenbeck riding the Fresno United School District float with students and staff.
Erica Hassenbeck is the manager of elementary restorative practices and LGBTQ plus support team at Fresno United School District. Her role involves enriching school communities, building positive relationships, and creating a supportive culture through restorative practices. What a great group. Look at how many people are out there.
What is so cool about this? This, again, is why we're here to do this, ladies and gentlemen, so these kids feel safe. They're accepting not only of themselves, but of all their peers. What a wonderful, wonderful display.
And you know, this event is important to the youth in our community because, of course, they're too young to go to the bars where a lot of drag shows happen and a lot of entertainment happens. So they get to come to this once a year and participate and go to the festival and see the community that they don't get to see on a regular basis. Welcome to all of them. You're beautiful. These are their signs. They're bold and courageous. Be proud of yourself.
And spelled correctly.
Well, I didn't check everything. I don't know.
No, what a great representation of Fresno Unified School District.
Upcoming, we have the another Grand Marshal, Fresno City College and State College. 1910 was the first year of Fresno City College, California's first community college. It was established, ultimately changing education in California. The California Community College system has now grown to 109 campuses, enrolling approximately 1.5 million students. Fresno City College has built upon its rich history and gone on to pioneer many new developments in community college education. Thousands of local people have worked through the years to make Fresno City College a viable and strong educational institution. And tell us about where we're going to be after the parade, James.
We're going to be on that campus here that started so many years ago, Fresno City College, for the festival. And we thank Dr. Carol Goldsmith, who is the head of the State Center Community College District, and for all the support and opening up their campuses for us.
There's a scary mascot up there. Who's
Great job. We love it. That's the Fresno City College Ram.
Oh, Ram. Okay. Oh, there's his horns. Okay.
Chris gets a little afraid of mascots.
I'm afraid of mascots, so keep moving, people. Keep moving.
I'll have to talk to a therapist to find out what that's called.
We'll see. We'll see. They've got a big contingency here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so we moved to, let's move on here.
This is the Fresno City College
Rainbow
Staff
Lines.
and Faculty Association.
So we moved the festival to Fresno City College 3 years ago after COVID. And boy, it's just 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, it has been a great boon to the Fresno Rainbow Pride Festival because we've got so much more room and there's trees and there's shade and lots more people come, and make sure you get there today. It starts at 11 o'clock, goes till 6.
I think the first year we were at Fresno City College for the festival, they had like 4 or 5 food trucks, and the second year they had 22.
So the Rainbow Alliance Staff and Faculty Association at Fresno City College promotes LGBTQ equality.
And this is obviously members of the State Center Community College District.
There's Carol right there.
There's Dr. Carol Goldsmith and her wife. She's the chancellor of the State Community College and District here in California. And then behind her we have Clovis Community College.
Hey.
Hey, Carol. Great to see you.
Now we have Clovis Community College. And behind them is Reedley College.
And the really cool thing is now that, you'll notice on the mascot for Clovis Community College, the horns have rainbows.
Oh, okay. I can deal with a mascot with rainbow horns. They've got their rainbow fans out. It's hot to march in this parade, people. I've done it a few times, and
that asphalt is hot.
It's not easy. You know, so let's talk about the youth for a minute. I mean, because across the country, people are saying, I mean, we've been to many protests, and we are often called pedophiles.
Yeah.
Not just us, but anybody in the gay community are called pedophiles.
The Proud Boys love to call us that.
The Proud Boys love to call us that. Let's just remember that when you're trying to protect kids, that includes LGBTQ plus kids. We need to protect all kids.
Yes.
And you and I were, many moons ago, we were LGBTQ kids. So, I mean, some kids are LGBTQ, and you need to remember that. And that's okay. And that's normal and natural.
Well, it's a different world we live in now, and generations, each generation progresses. I know when my niece and nephew were in high school, graduating from high school, I talked to my sister about whether or not they would be okay with having the big gay uncle at the ceremony. And my sister looked at me and she said, half of their friends are gay, half of their friends are out.
And now it's
normal.
They're called gunkles, not
now
gay
I'm the gunkle.
You're a
yes.
gunkle, yeah.
Yes, which is just an uncle, but more cool and fabulous.
Right, exactly.
But it's very important to let children know that if they are questioning themselves, give them a safe space to explore options within their life. And
which is why we need to be careful with these. We don't have it here very much, but there was an attempt here to ban certain books out of the library.
Right.
We need to make sure that kids have access to all information. There's nothing, education is not a dangerous thing, people.
Representation matters so much.
Okay, this is the LGBTQIA plus and allied employees of the Walt Disney Company.
This is the ABC 30 contingent beginning here.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah, ABC 30 is a Disney-owned company.
And ABC 30, oh my gosh, the support they give us is amazing. They run ads and promos every year for the last few years for Rainbow Pride. They are incredibly supportive.
Yeah.
Their reporters are supportive. They come out and cover our stories.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's an incredibly supportive organization, and they get a lot of flack for it, people, so from the other side. So make sure you support ABC 30 for what they're doing for the community.
Yes, absolutely. I have been interviewed by a few of their employees at my business, and of course they interview Chris a lot during events that are occurring.
Is Vince here? Have you seen Vince?
I haven't seen Vince, but I'm sure he'll be here. But yeah, they do a wonderful job helping with the community and helping to tamper down some of the misinformation.
Oh no, it's another mascot.
It's a unicorn.
That's a unicorn? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the horn. Okay. All right, behind them is our next contingent here.
Our next contingent is Walmart. Walmart coming up with Sam's Club as well. Walmart has opened thousands of stores in the U.S. and expanded internationally. Through innovation, they're creating a seamless experience to let customers shop anytime, anywhere, online and in stores. They're creating opportunities and bringing value to customers and communities around the globe.
And are those rainbow skirts available at Walmart? I don't know.
They very well might be. They employ 2.1 million associates around the world, nearly 1.6 million in the U.S. alone. And we thank Walmart for their sponsorship as well. They are one of the major sponsors here at the Pride Parade.
Okay, next up we have Luis Chavez, council member, District 5. Again, the bubble guns. Again, I better get one of those before the day is over.
We had you a bubble machine at the club. I don't know what you did with it.
I want one of these. It's portable. All right, then number 23 in the parade is Fresno Council 5, Luis Chavez and Elizabeth Johnson, FUSD board member.
In that beautiful Chevrolet.
That is a gorgeous car.
That's an Impala.
Oh, okay, the bubbles are making their way to us. That's a big bubble gun there. City of Fresno Council District number 5, Luis Chavez and Elizabeth Johnson, who is an FUSD board member. in a very cool car with boas on the dash. Okay, here we go with Kaiser Permanente. Kaiser Permanente is an American integrated managed care consortium based in Oakland, California, founded in 1945. It consists of 3 groups of entities: the Kaiser Foundation Health Plan and its regional subsidiaries, Kaiser Foundation Hospitals, and the Regional Permanente Medical Center. They provide high-quality health care and coverage for more than 75 years. And next up, we have the Central California Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Number 22 in the parade, the Central California Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Hey, guys. And then we have the Central California Blood Center. I think there's been some changes in the parade.
There have been some lineup changes that we
Here
weren't
they go. Committed to
made aware
saving
of.
lives and improving patient care with abundant blood supply for our community. Donating blood saves lives today. The Central California Blood Center.
And within the last year, the rules were changed as to who can and cannot donate blood. Members of our community are now welcome.
I think only at Red Cross.
Oh, only at Red Cross?
I believe so.
Well,
That's the last I heard. But it's changing, and it needs to change. It's needed to change for 20-some years. They originally would not let gay people donate blood because of the AIDS crisis. And that was, we all know how long ago the plague was happening to our community, many, many, many years ago. But they wouldn't let us donate blood, and that just kept going and going and going, even though they instituted tests to screen the blood for properties of HIV. So they're now finally turning that around, and we may get to start donating blood again, which, you know, it used to irritate me at work. I would have the bloodmobile would pull up once a month, and all fellow employees would get to go out and donate blood, and I never could, and it just pissed me off.
Well, it's just one of those consequences of the homophobia and hatred of the community, just like with the Don't Ask, Don't Tell, just like with the military expelling so many people who were linguists in Arabic and Persian languages because they were homosexual, and yet we were fighting a war against those people. But because we were gay, we were tossed out.
Lots of pride flags along Olive Avenue today.
Now, there's a gentleman coming up, very smart, wore a short skirt for the heat.
Yeah, I've seen a few skirts today.
I would estimate probably we're going to have about 6,000 to 7,000 people lining the street here this morning.
And the festival, for the whole day, we're expecting 20,000 people. Last year, I think we had 13 or 16,000. I mean, it just gets bigger and bigger every single year.
Yeah.
I mean, that first parade that was 15 minutes, you didn't need to stop at Irene's and get breakfast because it was over by that time.
Yeah. The food hadn't come out yet.
Right, exactly. Okay, the next one should be the VA hospital.
Well, we'll see. I don't see a number on the truck.
I don't either,
but it looks like a government license plate, so that
okay,
most
so the
is
Fresno
that.
VA Hospital, their main campus provides primary care and specialty health services, including cardiology, psychiatry, neurology, oncology, infectious disease treatment, and more. They're at 2615 East Clinton Avenue in Fresno. And he's driving on the wrong side of the street. I don't know what's going on.
Well, he's a veteran.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, these ones aren't labeled too well. Yeah, here we go. This is the VA here. We thank all the men and women in the United States who have served in the military and work every day to protect us here in the U.S.
Absolutely. First line of defense around the world.
And they have Pride Counts at VA as their banner. Look at the work they put into that.
I'm telling you.
Pride Counts at VA. All right. The next one we have is the Human Rights Coalition of the Central Valley. Human Rights Coalition is a collective of faith leaders, scholars, and community activists who are committed to educating the community about human rights. The Human Rights Coalition of the Central Valley. Thank you. Happy Pride, everybody. And upcoming is Miguel Arias, Fresno City Council District 3. Miguel Arias, Fresno City Council member President Miguel Arias represents District 3, including the Tower, West Fresno, Central, and downtown neighborhoods. He is a native of Mendota, a rural agricultural community in western Fresno where he and his family labored in the fields as farm workers. And now he is Fresno City Council District 3, Miguel Arias.
And we have a little bit of drone footage going on above us right now.
Oh, look at that. I didn't even see that. This dog is not happy. Somebody get that dog some water. All right, a mariachi band here. All right, we got Jim Costa coming down the road here.
Go back a few pages.
That drone is right above us.
Jim Costa has represented the San Joaquin Valley in the United States House of Representatives since 2005. Costa proudly represents California's 21st Congressional District, which includes parts of Fresno and Tulare County. Costa's efforts have been recognized by organizations like the American Farm Bureau Federation, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and the National Organization for Victim Assistance. Costa is committed to building a stronger nation for our children and protecting the future of our democracy for generations to come, and has long been an active supporter of the LGBT community. And we thank you very much, Congressman Costa.
And here comes the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno,
the UUC.
Their mission is to love inclusively, grow spiritually, serve gratefully, and work for justice. We need not think alike to love alike and share a vision for a healthy planet and healthy communities where we all thrive in peace.
And the UUC was one of the first churches here in Fresno to place out in front of their facility a Black Lives Matter and despite banner, and despite continued vandalism, they would always put a new one up and fought that fight, and it stands there proudly today every time you drive by their campus on Alluvial.
And they got in trouble for that because they were also a voting location.
Right.
And it was considered political because it was too close to the voting location. I believe that was overturned later.
That was ruled in their favor, yeah.
The UU has supported the community, the LGBTQ plus community in Fresno for many, many years. When we used to run Gay Central Valley, the nonprofit here, we used to do events with them all the time. They would loan us their facility to put on plays and do fundraising. Mm-hmm. It's a great place to go and worship and be completely welcome, no matter who you are. They
welcomed us.
Welcomed me, and I'm an atheist. So, and they said, "Come on in." So
absolutely.
Who did? Oh, the Presbyterians. I'm sorry, we missed the Presbyterians. They walked right by with them.
Wesley? Was it Wesley United?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Methodist. Well,
We've had some changes in the parade, people.
They had a little group sneaking
so
alongside
I apologize
them.
if we missed anybody. We weren't
Maybe
updated.
It was the St. James Episcopal Cathedral. They are a congregation that welcomes their LGBTQ plus friends as they celebrate God's grace and love in worship and in action.
There are all kinds of welcoming churches in Fresno, people. So if you are a member of our community and you're trying to find a church that you can go to that is not judgmental of your life, check out all the welcoming churches that are marching down the parade today.
Oasis is next.
Okay, we have Oasis Legal Services next.
I think next year that we'll make sure we have this all organized and tell people they can't make any changes.
We might have it digitized.
Oasis provides legal assistance to LGBTQ plus immigrants. Proud of helping over 2,000 queer and trans immigrants navigate immigration relief and benefits and get connected to holistic services.
We just had Oasis Legal Services on the podcast, on the It's a Queer Thing podcast, and we talked to them. The work they do is amazing because we talk about all kinds of immigrants, but we don't often talk about LGBTQ immigrants. And they need a lot of protection because I was told that they don't act gay enough to be.
Talk to you. No, sit.
All right, Community United Church of Christ is coming up here. This is another one of the welcoming churches that are available in Fresno for those of you who want to go to church but don't want to be in a judgmental atmosphere.
I apologize. I was being attacked by a drag queen.
Yeah, I saw that. And here comes P-Flag Fresno. P-Flag is dedicated to supporting families, educating allies, and advocating for equality for all LGBTQ plus people and those who love them. Welcome, P-Flag.
P-Flag has always been an important part of our community. It's a strong resource for parents and friends of lesbians and gays, which is what P-Flag stands for, when they are questioning themselves as their child comes out.
I love my gay brother comes the sign down the way here. These are people that are families of the LGBTQ plus community who support them.
Absolutely.
And spread the word of acceptance and love. I see a free mom hug over there, too. P-Flag does amazing work. They have a little a library in the downtown in the Fresno EOC LGBTQ Center where you can go and check out books about the LGBTQ plus community and more.
And I think the majority of their meetings are held at Wesley United Methodist, if I'm not mistaken.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion, that concept is attacked across the country right now for being divisive, and it is actually an inclusive policy that looks to bring all kinds of people together. This is the Home Depot spreading that message. Home Depot, yes. I need some nails. Did you bring any nails?
Home Depot is where we taught a friend of ours how to properly cruise.
We used to cruise the Home Depot, yeah. But that's another broadcast. We'll do that another time.
He would always get caught.
I would. Doug was best at it, but we don't have Doug anymore. But okay, where are we?
This is the Home Depot crew.
This is all Home Depot. Oh, it is. Look, big old Home Depot truck.
Yep.
All right. Yay, Home Depot. Look at this. Look at this truck they decked out here. All right.
Very nice.
Again, no nails, no hammers, no screwdrivers.
No coupons. What's going on?
Home Depot represents 26 stores here in California, and the Home Depot continues to celebrate diversity, equity, and inclusion. Lots of people in the Home Depot contingent this year. That again brought me no hardware supplies, but okay, we'll let it go. Okay, Democratic Women in Action. Do you have it?
This lineup is all wrong.
Okay, well. Okay, it's the Democratic Women in Action, the DWIA, empowering women of the Central Valley. Biden, Harris, Joaquin Arambula, Esmeralda Soria, Defend Choice, Democratic Women in Action.
This is a women's group that supports most Democratic platforms here in the state of California and Democratic candidates running for office.
All right, here comes Temple Beth Israel. Temple Beth Israel is a very accepting organization.
I can never remember the reverend or rabbi's name.
Temple Beth Israel. Cool bike. They are proud to support and welcome our LGBTQ plus community. We see you, we appreciate you, we love you.
Mennonite Church.
All right, we've got the Willow Avenue Mennonite Church coming up next.
It's a historic peace church. We like to say and hope we live out Jesus welcomes all, and so do we.
You are loved. See, people, this is what we talk about. There's so much conversation about how churches are rejecting the LGBTQ plus community, and there are lots of welcoming churches in Fresno. In fact, the reason that the Fresno Pride Parade was moved, it used to be on Sunday, it was moved to Saturday so all these churches could march. And here we have the same. Okay, they should need to put the numbers up front next time, not on the last vehicle in the contingent.
Well, apparently the Mennonites know the rules and put the number up on the windshield.
Yeah,
like
thank you, Mennonites, for numbering your vehicle. We appreciate you. They welcome all. Love is greater than hate, people.
Absolutely.
That's a cool little wagon they built there. Oh, look at this fire truck.
I'm assuming it's the Fresno Fire Department.
Well, they're number 9, but they're okay.
That's station number
I know
9.
what it means. Hey, guys. Look how big that hose is. Can you see how big that hose is?
Hey.
Just
Family
saying.
show today.
Okay.
Family show.
It's a hose. All right, this is Fresno Area Express, number 44 in the parade. Second year in a row that Fresno Area Express joins the Pride Parade in showing our support of the LGBTQ plus community. They proudly serve all members of our community and play a vital role in connecting communities, facilitating mobility, and promoting inclusivity. Pride the Bus. I love that. Pride the Bus.
They will be having a Pride bus around town, from what I understand by reading through the paper. So we will
Pride
be
bus
representing.
today?
Yeah, well, they're going to be driving all through the
decorated
month
with
of
Pride?
June.
Oh, that's very
Decorated
cool.
in Pride.
Very cool. Well, look, there's a banner on the bus there.
Yeah.
Okay, tell people they cannot get on the bus. This is not an actual bus, people. We're in a parade here. All right, and they are a safe place. If you don't know what a safe place is, that means if you are ever in need of support, if you're homeless, if you need shelter, you can go to any place in town that has...
Or if you feel in danger.
Or if you feel in danger, you can go any place that has a safe place sticker on it, buildings, businesses, vehicles, and you can enter for free. You can ride the bus for free, and they will get you to a shelter or anywhere you need to be. And now we have the St. James Episcopal Church here. Okay, go for it.
That is a congregation that welcomes their LGBTQ plus friends as they celebrate God's grace and love in worship and in action.
All are welcome, all are loved. Should I try the Spanish sentence there?
No, please.
Okay, no, I won't. Because I'll do it with like a French accent or a German accent or something like that.
I always say with religion, don't tell me about your religion, just show me you're a good person.
Exactly. And the St. James Episcopal Cathedral is certainly a good organization, supportive of our community. Happy Pride. That's
Absolutely.
Right.
Where's our cocktail waitress? I thought we were going to have Bloody Marys here.
She is very lacking.
Where is Allison Murphy?
You're called out, Allison. The United Japanese Christian Church. All are welcome here. They're in Clovis, California, and they're a proudly multicultural congregation. The United Japanese Christian Church in Clovis, California. You see how many supportive churches and religious organizations we have, you guys?
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Hey, guys, thank you. Oh, they brought us an ice chest.
And Wesley United Methodist Church, since 1984, has offered a community of faith and spiritual home for the LGBTQ plus community. We know the Christian churches have caused harm to the LGBTQ plus community, and we are so sorry and want to be a part of the healing. All are welcome at Wesley United.
And again, years ago, because when the Pride Parade first started, it was on a Sunday, and I always loved that. And years ago, before Jeff Robinson passed away, I took him aside and I said, why can't we get Pride back on Sunday? And he said, no, because we have all these churches that want to march in the parade, and it's easier for them on Saturday, which is why we now have the Pride Parade on a Saturday, so all these churches can join us.
And that just pissed off all the hairdressers who had to close early on Saturday.
Yeah.
You got to have a balance. You got to compromise.
See lots of surfboards as props in this parade because of our theme this year, Navigating the Current.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty cool.
All right, we have the
New Thought Community.
Thank you. That was my next thought.
Awakening the divine presence in each of us. Committed to creating a safe and sacred place for all walks of life. Life is good. Love is the only power.
I have a divine presence. I didn't know that.
We did not do that headdress.
No. I forgot to bring my divine presence this year. Thank you, guys. Uh-oh, there's a mascot.
Somebody in the mental health field, please let me know what that fear of mascots is called.
You think that's an actual condition?
Mascotophobia?
I was afraid of mannequins when I was a kid.
The only one you tend to like is Buckeye from the Ohio State University.
Oh, I love Buckeye. He's so funny. But I was afraid of mannequins when I was a kid, and that translated to a fear of mascots.
So it was that Andrew McCarthy movie that traumatized you?
No, it was actually The Night Stalker. He had an episode where the mannequins came to life and went and killed people. And I never got over
that episode.
What happens in your childhood stays in your life, I'm telling you.
It does. While we have a little pause here, let's open it back up and give you an idea.
They're coming. I think we got the Big Red Church next. We got people running across the street. It's lively here today, people.
It is very lively, and you have to be careful when running across the street. You could get run over by a float or a mascot.
Just so everybody knows, the streets in the tower down here by Olive are all blocked off. You can't get down here with a vehicle, but you can come. We can park a few blocks away and get up here and see this.
Again, some of our sponsors: Kaiser Permanente, the Artistry Dispensary, Dave and Buster's, Haven, Blue Moon Yoga and Wellness, Amazon.
Are they here?
You're going to be happy. You're starting 6 weeks of work at home, and you can get that Amazon
stuff will be delivered to the house.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's going to happen.
Councilmember Luis Chavez is one of our sponsors. LGBTQ Fresno, the Source LGBT Center in Visalia. What a great organization they are, and what good work they do. Embark, another dispensary in the County of Fresno Department of Behavioral Health. And we'll bring you back some more of our sponsors in a little bit.
So here comes the Big Red Church. The Big Red Church proudly supports the LGBTQIA plus community and the Pride Parade. All are welcome here, and I can tell you there's nothing truer than the fact that all people are welcome at the Big Red Church. We've been having events there for years. They're completely supportive of our community. They're a big deal in this community, the Big Red Church.
Absolutely.
Their website is bigredchurch.org, and they are at 2131 North Van Ness Boulevard. Okay, they are bringing down the rainbow flag here. Everybody's running under it. Is this where we're collecting change and donations, or it's going to hit them on the head if they do? Look at this. There you go.
Very good.
All right.
Quality production value right there.
Thank you to my friend Pat Brown, who just sent me a message that I should have checked earlier, and she wants to let us know that it was Dr. Rabbi Laura Weiner and her husband, Rabbi Rick Weiner, that we missed earlier. They were with Temple Beth Israel.
Yes, Rabbi Rick.
Yeah, Rabbi Rick. That's the one. I can always count on Pat to correct me. Give me the important information.
I love having discussions.
Thank you, Pat.
I love discussing all kinds of topics with Rabbi Rick. He's a very learned person.
He's a great guy.
Wonderful to talk with.
Love to talk to him.
I think a lot of my name, what is it? What would you call it? Where I can't remember.
Everybody's welcome here.
That's nice.
Think a lot of what?
Yeah, what it's called when you can't remember someone's name.
Yeah, people can either remember
face.
faces or names. It's usually not both.
I remember faces and I remember cocktails because I served liquor in this town for 25, 26 years, something like that. So I remember what they drink, but not necessarily what your name is. Don't be offended.
All right, here comes the Fresno Economic Opportunities Commission, the Fresno EOC, which runs the LGBTQ plus resource center downtown.
And again, out of order.
Yeah, I will alphabetize this next time because make things easier. The EOC is a great organization. The LGBTQ Center downtown is a great organization. They support everybody. They support the youth. Hey, there's Jen right there.
Happy Pride,
Happy Pride,
Jen.
honey.
You guys look great.
Check them out. They have all kinds of services for the LGBTQ plus community. Outlawing trans healthcare is trans genocide. Universal basic income tax now. Tax the top 1%. They stand for all kinds of things. The EOC runs shelters in town too. And when I was running the LGBT center here in the tower, we had very few places we could send homeless youth. And the EOC directed us to those resources every time. They're a great organization.
Absolutely.
All right, let me see that list of sponsors here.
Well, now I gotta find it.
We'll do color coding next time.
Okay.
All right, so more sponsors for us. The PG&E, the Fresno Economic Opportunities Commission, T-Mobile is a big sponsor of ours this year, KVPR NPR Network, CW Ceramics, Beneficial State Bank, Family Healthcare Network. Okay. Deaf and Hard of Hearing Service Center is up next. They advocate, seek equality, and promote self-determination through empowerment for those who seek our assistance and to enhance the awareness and understanding of deaf culture and the unique communication needs of the deaf and hard of hearing individuals. This is the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Service Center of, by, and for the deaf and hard of hearing. Yeah, the vehicles are behind the people, which is where the numbers are.
Yes.
So,
well, they your banner walks in front.
Well, just put a number on the banner is all I'm saying.
Your banner walks in front.
Another bubble gun. He's out of bubbles. Somebody get this boy some bubbles. Number 42 is the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Service Center.
I recognize the next organization.
Yeah, I think I know what's coming up next. Are you on your best behavior?
I recognize them from their work, not necessarily from when they pull me over.
Oh, okay, and not from their cute little outfits, or
no, which were, interestingly enough, designed by the mother of a very good friend of ours, Anthony and Lydia. Anthony's mother designed the Fresno's police uniforms.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I got to talk to her before Halloween gets here. People are running because they think they're getting arrested. Come on, guys, it's a parade. They're supportive.
Kind of like back in the 70s and 80s when they would run the police siren in the bar as part of the dance routine and everybody would empty out their pockets.
Yeah, and let me just say, you are witnessing an historic moment at the Fresno Police Department under the leadership of Chief Paco Balderrama. He announces our debut in the Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade. The Fresno Police Department stands firm in its commitment to serving every person in Fresno, including our beloved LGBTQ plus community. Let's welcome in a new era of acceptance and harmony together for today and all the years to come, the Fresno Police Department.
Absolutely.
And
welcoming to the police department.
We interviewed Paco Balderrama on the podcast, and he said lots of great things about the community. They are trying to be as supportive as they can, so remember that.
And
Support
again,
them back.
representation and communication are two of the most important things you can do. Thank you very much to Fresno PD for joining us today. Now coming up, we have the Fresno Animal Center.
They are the new Fresno Animal Center that will enhance animal welfare with fostering and adoption and streamline access to pet care. City of Fresno Animal Center. Did they bring any kitties? Oh, I see cages. Are there cats here?
I think those were for the kids.
I see a puppy. I see 2 puppies. I see 3 puppies. 4 puppies. They're loaded with puppies, but no cats. Why do cats always get the hard end of the stick here?
I don't know, but coming up behind them is the Girl Scouts, service unit number 65. We are made up of over 15 troops from Northwest through downtown Fresno to Easton. Girl Scouts is for every girl. We strive to be inclusive of all girls and their unique needs to ensure they enjoy the benefits of scouting. We are proud to be a part of the Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade, and if any of you have any cookies left,
cookies. Where's the thin
let me know. I
need
have
better
my debit
planning.
card.
She's handing out stickers. I want cookies. And if you don't know, recently the Boy Scouts of America have renamed themselves Scouting America.
Scouting America,
to be
yes.
all-inclusive to boys, girls, everybody. I bet she's got cookies in that bucket. All right, we got the Fresno Chaffee Zoo. They are doing a Rainbow Pride Day next weekend on June 8th. Did they bring a lion or a Fresno Chaffee Zoo? Again, you could have brought a walrus or something. I mean, something to pet, people. Yay to the Fresno Chaffee Zoo, who are supporting us every year now with the Rainbow Family Day, which this will be, I believe, the 3rd year they're doing that, and that's again next Saturday on June 8th. Join them in saving California wildlife.
And if I'm not mistaken, there was a baby giraffe born at the zoo within the last week.
There was a baby giraffe?
A baby giraffe born at the zoo just recently. When they had their Roar and Pour event. A friend of mine's...
it was born during the event?
No, it was born right before, but a friend of mine who was supposed to be performing near that part of the zoo had to be moved because of the newborn giraffe.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to go see a baby giraffe.
Is that yours? How are you?
Oh, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. How is everything?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Is that
Ah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I hope you guys are doing good.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Did Diva say she was going to come talk to us?
She said she'd come back.
All right. Who do we have next? We have, is this RH Community Builders? Yes.
Yes.
RH Community Builders. Oh, is that now? That's the...
That is Ursula.
Ursula.
From the Little
from
Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid. All right. She must be sweating under that thing.
Looks like Leilani.
Leilani naturally has tentacles. She doesn't have to put any on. Watch out for the tentacles, people. Watch out for the tentacles. Oh. What's with the unicorn thing this year? Is that?
That's a gay symbol.
Unicorns are gay symbols?
Unicorns are gay symbols.
You know, and I didn't get to say this when they came through, the color guard. I wanted to thank them for the tests they send out every year for, better health that we have to.
That's colon guard, honey, not color guard.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind about that. Well, whoever sends me those tests, thank you.
Preventative medicine is good.
That's right. Okay, I see free mom hugs coming down the street here.
What a wonderful idea this started as and has turned out to be an amazing part of Pride all around the country.
They are a nationwide movement of free hugs that supports and celebrates with those in the LGBTQIA plus community.
You know, there's a saying we have in the community, and it's going pretty viral.
Is it don't add any more letters to the acronym? Or?
No, it's having a gay child doesn't make you a bad parent.
Oh.
Abandoning that child makes you a bad parent.
I like that. And for those of you who don't know, I know the acronym LGBTQ is the most common, or LGBT is probably the most common. But the actual acronym goes up to, I think, 29 letters or something.
Lord.
But if you remember, it started out as GLBT.
Right.
Tell people why it's now LGBT.
Well, we moved the L and the G because during the HIV and AIDS pandemic of the mid to late 80s, when so many of our brothers were suffering in hospitals, and there were people who would not go on the ward where those brothers were being cared for, and lesbians were the nurses that were lesbians stood up and said, we'll take care of them. And out of respect for what they have done for our community, we moved them to the front of the line, and we thank them for the care and compassion they gave us.
That's right. Lesbians and gay guys used to have a contentious relationship, but the AIDS crisis changed all that, and we came together. And we put the L at the beginning to honor them for taking care of us during that time. Here are free mom hugs.
Wonderful group. Wonderful group.
Be careful who you hate. It could be someone you love. I love that. Love that.
Absolutely.
People always tend to favor LGBTQ people when they come out in their family. And trust me, if you have a family, someone in your family is LGBTQ. So
somewhere down the line.
Somewhere.
Somebody
hug this woman. She's asking for it.
We're very fortunate. My family absolutely adores Chris. They ask about him more than they ask about me.
Yeah, well, I slipped him a 20 for that.
Well, you cook good food for him.
I did. All right, here we come with State
Black Crow.
What's with all the animal head? Oh, my. She's lucky she's out early in the day because it's going to be too hot for that outfit later.
This is the Spectral Raven Theater Company.
All right, talk about them.
It's a cutting-edge professional community theater group that transports audiences through immersive, spine-tingling haunts and scary plays.
Okay, and now we have State Farm Nicole Castish. Come see us on the corner of Van Ness and Shields for all your auto, life, and health insurance.
Absolutely.
Hello, more bubbles. We're going to call this the Bubble Parade from now on. All right, we are, if I can see the number, Tower District Rotary, is that where we're at?
Yeah.
Yep, Tower District Rotary, a service club of local professionals wanting to make a positive difference in their community and the world. The Tower District Rotary of Fresno. Oh, it says it right on the front of that truck there, Rotary.
Yeah. There's Tony Lane right up there.
Hey, Tony.
Thank you for all your work, ladies and gentlemen.
They are decked out.
They are. And it's a throwback to the old days where the floats had music.
All right, now we have Camp Out, which is an annual week-long LGBTQ plus camping event for ages 21 and over. That is the weekend after
Labor
Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have been trying for years to get us to go, and I tell them my idea of camping is a nice room at the Wabona.
With a restaurant.
Wave to you.
And their theme this year is the Force in the Forest. So Hey girl, it's a Star Wars theme this year. You can find them on Fresno at campoutfresno.com if you want to go camp and have a lot of fun. It's one weekend of camping and having fun and drinking and partying.
And behind that, we have Planned Parenthood Marmonte invests in communities by providing health care and education and by expanding rights and access for all. A very important organization, Planned Parenthood Marmonte.
Yeah, stand behind Planned Parenthood, people, because they are in all kinds of dire straits across the country here. Okay, this is Fresno LGBTQ. They are here to enhance the well-being of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, and two-spirit communities with activities, programs, and services. LGBTQ Fresno.
And it looks like we're about halfway through the parade.
There's a flag. Now, what's that flag with the orange on top there?
I don't know.
I don't know what that flag is. Okay. National Women's Political Caucus of Fresno, a multi-partisan organization dedicated to women participation in the political process and fighting for reproductive rights, which is a big deal right now, people. Fight for women's rights. Women deserve to live their lives and design their futures the way they want. We have to get Roe v. Wade back on the books.
I love the sign, row, row, row your vote.
That's right, people. Women are under attack across this country. We need to support them and let them have their civil rights, their autonomy, and their rights to design their own future, just like men have.
Interesting that a Supreme Court justice that can't even tell his own wife how to fly a flag has decided how to tell women across the country what they can do with their own body.
Exactly. Pay attention to that, people. Oh, it's Marilyn.
Marilyn, walking girl after knee replacement.
Two knee replacements.
Look at her.
There you go. Marilyn Watts, people. All right, this next up is SOGI. It is the Fresno County Department of Social Services. SOGI stands for Sexual Orientation, Gender Identity, and Expression. LGBTQ youth make up almost 20% of youth in foster care. Listen to that, 20%. We have a task force dedicated to supporting LGBTQ plus youth and all youth in their care. SOGI. Again, Sexual Orientation, Gender Identity, and Expression. SOGI.
Oh, are we having a Tesla truck in the parade?
Oh, is that what that is?
Oh, those are hideous.
Wait a minute, who is it? Oh, is this the IDC? This is the IDC.
Like
this is the Imperial Dove Court.
They have been around for 51 years and have given hundreds of thousands of dollars to other nonprofit organizations such as PFLAG, Real Pride, Fresno Pride, and WestCare, to name a few, through fundraising.
Where did this vehicle come from?
That is a Tesla truck.
I know what it is.
I think it was inspired by a trash can lid that Elon Musk saw one day.
Yeah, that looks dangerous. The IDC people, they are a great organization that supports all kinds of other organizations in Fresno. Every year at the end of their season, they have an event and they give money back to other nonprofits across the Central Valley. Okay, next up we have Danny Espindola with the Imperial Dove Court, representing the IDC 5M. We have Mr. Gay Fresno Danny and MX Gay Fresno Angel, beacons of the LGBTQ plus community and advocating for those facing ignorance and adversity. I like that, facing ignorance, and we have another unicorn.
Yes.
Is there a unicorn store in Fresno that I don't know about?
Those are pull floats that you can buy at Costco.
I see. Hey, guys. Danny Espindola with the Imperial Dove Court and Mixed Gay Fresno Angel. We now have a Mr. Gay Fresno, a Ms. Gay Fresno, a Miss Gay Fresno, and do you say mixed for MX?
MX, yes.
Okay. All right, Central Valley Community Foundation.
Since 1996, they have been a trusted partner in philanthropy. They strive to invest in our community for big and lasting changes. They aim to transform the entire system, not just fix symptoms. No barriers, just opportunity. The Central Valley Community Foundation.
Number 64 in this year's parade, which means
we're about halfway through.
We're about halfway through. And still, nobody has brought us a cocktail or
no
margaritas. No. How did we not fix this ahead of time?
Where's Allison Murphy? I'm going to call her out as much as possible.
You have called her out twice now. But she's here. She's not listening.
She should have one of these bicycles or
she should have a headset so that we can call her.
Absolutely.
All right. This is Family Healthcare Network. They're here to offer specialized care to meet your personal needs, from medical, dental, and behavioral health, gender-affirming care, hormonal therapy, and contraception. This is the Family Healthcare Network.
I have to break.
Don't be alarmed. James hasn't been kidnapped. He just has to walk away for a minute because we're in the 4th hour of the parade now. Or is that where we're at? All the Rainbow fans are going around. It's cooling people around town because it's going to be hot out here today. But generally, first of all, the Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade is always the first Saturday in June. This year it happens to fall on June 1st. We got kind of lucky this year. Usually on Pride Day, we're over 100 degrees. And we're going to be close today, but I don't think we're going to pass it. All right, here comes Starbucks. With every cup, with every conversation, with every community, they nurture that. I think it's nurture. We're supposed to nurture the limitless possibilities of human connection. Here comes Starbucks, and I bet you they're not passing out coffee, and I bet you people are going to be pissed. Starbucks, together as one. Hello, Starbucks. They don't even look like they've had enough caffeine today. Starbucks. Actually, I'm sitting on a corner and I don't even see a Starbucks. How is that even possible? Wow, look at this float. Look at that. That's amazing. No, don't shoot us. We have equipment, please. Thank you. No. Okay, we're going to have to put up barriers next year because that was a nice smell, the fresh water, but okay, people, don't shoot the tech equipment. Now we have WestCare and the living room. WestCare empowers everyone they come into contact with to engage in a process of healing, growth, and change, benefiting themselves, their families, co-workers, and communities. We do this through our efforts toward uplifting the human spirit by consistently improving and strengthening everything we do in the building for the future. WestCare is the organization. Living Room is the facility here that supports people with HIV and AIDS. And there will be an AIDS walk, as there is every year. That is this October. Check that out on their website, westcare.org. AIDS has not gone away, people. It's still in our community. It's still in our society. It's just not to the degree it was in the years of the plague. I lost my second husband to AIDS. It affects everybody. So support WestCare, support the Living Room, and they do all kinds of events throughout the year as well. Their big event is the AIDS Walk in October, and that is usually takes place, I believe, at Woodward Park. And you can walk, believe it's a 5K, and you can get donations and get support for the organization that supports people living with HIV and AIDS. And now here's where some samples should come into play. Embark is coming down the street. Embark is a dispensary that opened up on Blackstone and Gettysburg, I believe. Yeah. And you'll know because you drive by and you'll know because all you have to do is drive by.
That's where all the enthusiasm is coming from. It's one of the dispensaries.
Yeah, who was it I told you the other day? It was Stephen Colbert on his show was saying, I live in New York and I don't smoke marijuana, but I smoke it every day because I just walk down the streets of New York.
Absolutely.
So it took a long time coming. Okay, here comes the water again, guys. We need bodyguards from the water.
Yes.
You'll see all kinds of dispensaries. I think they've already partaken because they're really aggressive with this water.
Well, it is medicinal.
Well, of course, and I'm totally supportive. I'm not criticizing it. I think it's great that it's finally legal and people can get it for health reasons or fun reasons or whatever.
There's
a new one right here in the tower.
There's one going right around the corner from our house, but I used to years ago keep a bottle of Febreze behind the bar. So whenever somebody came in reeking, I could just tell them, please clean up. No, don't.
Okay. We support you. We just don't want our equipment to get wet, people.
My God, it's Greg Gonzalez and... Oh, my gosh.
Who do we have coming? Oh, is this Out Loud?
Out Loud Sports.
Premier Queer Kickball League of Fresno. Join a team or start your own Out Loud. And here comes the Sapphic Mafia. I see the bass band.
There's Gilbert Navarro. Gilbert, come over here real quick.
You're going to give Gilbert a microphone? Okay.
I'm going to give Gilbert a microphone. Tell us a little bit about your organization and the kickball.
Are we coming through? Hey, guys. Sapphic Mafia.
Okay.
So James and I, go ahead.
Go ahead.
We're a queer kickball league here in Fresno. It starts next Saturday for 8 weeks. I hope everybody comes out and has a great time.
It's a lot of fun. Chris and I do commentary during some of the games. It's a great time. Get out and join. Thank you so much, Gilbert.
All right. So the Workers United Western State Regional Joint Board. Yes, got it. Okay, they stand for Organizing and Equality, Fighting for Workers' Rights. The Workers United Western State Regional Joint Board. Love is love. Pride is pride with love.
Be gay and organize.
Protecting employees' rights in the workplace.
Absolutely essential. Give those workers water when they need it. Some of the states have passed laws that make it illegal, or not illegal, but unnecessary to provide water for farm workers and field workers and construction
now we got
workers.
Starbucks Workers United.
Unionized Starbucks, a great thing to see.
Again, and nobody got any Starbucks or so.
We don't drink coffee.
We didn't get gummies. We didn't get Starbucks. We didn't get Thin Mints.
We didn't get cookies.
All I got, I did get beads from the mayor, and was it Annalisa that sent me the other beads? Yeah.
And one of our sound people gave me a little chip that fell on the ground from one of the participants. So here we have the Queer Hmong Intersectional Pride. They are an organization that focuses on trans and queer liberation. We are people power driven and we will see liberation in our lifetime. The Queer Hmong Intersectional Pride Organization. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
There are LGBTQ people in every community, people, and they band together and they form organizations and support systems for each other. This is the Queer Hmong Intersectional Pride. Very happy to have that.
The Hmong New Year is one of the largest events held here in Fresno every year, and it's a wonderful, wonderful time.
Can we borrow your umbrella to protect us from the water?
You don't.
Okay.
We have coming up Broadway Parquet.
Yeah.
Transforming a police station to a park with community power.
Is this the South Tower Community Land Trust?
That is where they will be building a park at the old police station here in the Tower District.
Okay, so then this is the South Tower Community Land Trust.
Yes.
So
their mission is to build community control of land, housing, and civic resources centered in the South Tower neighborhood. They are organized to transform a police station into a Broadway park that is now under construction. The Tower District needs a library. Absolutely.
Learn more at towerlibrary.org.
Silence is violence.
The South Tower Community Land Trust. Will you throw the first brick? That has to do with Stonewall, people. So Stonewall still resonates in our community, obviously, because that created the very first gay pride parade in the country, and cities all across the country after New York followed. Our first Pride Parade in Fresno was 1991. This is our 34th year.
The first Pride Parade in New York City was a year after Stonewall, sponsored by the Christopher Street Association, and the Pride Festival in LA used to be called Christopher Street West.
That is, okay, Kyle's going to tell me what that number is. 79. This is Koi R Us. They are a specialist. They specialize in Japanese gardens and koi ponds. Proud to be part of the Pride 24 and to celebrate Grandma Greta's 88th birthday today.
Happy birthday, Grandma Greta!
That's Koi R Us. KOI-R-us. Look at that tractor.
I think that may have been part of the community land trust.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then the truck is the koi group.
The truck, well, okay. So they're there. End the war on civilians now. All right, here is Koi R Us, right? No?
Yes, that is Koi.
Okay,
Koi
this
R
is
Us.
Koi R Us. Again, they specialize in Japanese gardens and koi ponds. All right, and then we have the Source LGBTQ Center. The Source is the LGBTQ Center in Visalia. They are an organization whose mission is to create a brave space of belonging and supporting public health outcomes around STD prevention and education. They offer drug assistance for those living with HIV and AIDS and a community center with a queer library and clothing closet for the trans community. That is the Source LGBTQ Center in Visalia.
And what an important organization to have in Visalia, a notoriously conservative community. Coming up after that, we have Community Health Systems, respecting and celebrating the Central Valley's rich and diverse heritage. Their commitment to diversity and inclusion is a cornerstone of their patient care and work culture. All are welcome at Community Health Systems.
We have Fresno community, we have Clovis community.
Yes. And they have a new cancer center at Clovis Community, and they're building more and more all around the Central Valley.
Okay, now we have the Youth Leadership Institute. They build communities where young people and their adult allies come to create positive change, promote social justice and racial equality, serving young people of ages 14 to 24 for over 20 years in Fresno. The Youth Leadership Institute.
We move farther and farther away from the youth groups as we age.
Well, that's because you're getting older.
I know.
Okay. You can join Gray Alliance.
But I still look
You're the
good.
right age for Gray Alliance.
But I still look good.
Well, that's not the point. The Youth Leadership Institute.
Hi. Number 80.
Number 80 is
The Fresno Furries.
There's going to be mascots. There's going to be mascots.
Be careful, honey. Be careful. They're riding the waves into summer. Yes, they're hot in our suits and out of them too. That's what they said.
Okay,
That's
I get it.
what
my God, they're terrifying.
I read what they tell me. The Fresno Furries.
Not terrifying to anybody else. It just happens that I'm afraid of masks. And that one has a water bottle in his mouth. What's going on?
Well, they need to hydrate.
Dare to be yourself. I hope you're all wearing deodorant.
Years ago, but I think right around the time I met you, you remember my friend Jack from Phoenix?
Yeah.
We were out at a bar one night, and a gentleman came in, and he was completely dressed in...
Is this going to be an appropriate story?
Yes, it's appropriate. He was completely dressed in leather, and he had a dog face on. And Jack went up, and the gentleman that was with this guy had him on a leash, and Jack went up and started talking to him, the guy in full leather, and I looked at Jack and I said, he can't answer you, he has to have permission. And Jack looked at me and said, what is that about? And I said, that's what they're into. Let them be. Let them have fun.
That's why I would never, because I'm never going to ask permission for anything. Is this Clovis Unified Educators and Staff? They are excited to show their visibility and support for the first time in the Fresno Pride Parade.
Thank you, Clovis.
They are educators and staff of Clovis Unified. We see you, we hear you, we wear your colors. The Clovis Unified Educators and Staff. First time in the Pride Parade, people.
I remember when we were at that meeting with the Unified School District Board about outing students, and that ended up not being the case anymore. They have stopped that program.
I just talked to Cy, and they have revised their policies.
Yes. Welcome, Clovis Unified School District.
Yay.
Nice. Very nice.
Look at this support, you guys. Look at this contingent, my gosh.
It's a huge contingent of Clovis educators. Thank you guys so much.
I am a teacher at Boris Elementary, and I support all students.
Nice.
I'm a CUSD teacher, and I support all students. Look at these people. Now this, and there's another free mom hug. They get around.
I'm telling you.
You know, this gives me hope. Because we hear so much going on in the country about schools and restricting education and books and knowledge, and here we have the opposite end of that spectrum. All right, this is 76.
This is Color Me Chula and En Las Nubes Spa.
Okay, that one's all yours because I don't do the Spanish words.
All our services are gender neutral and affirming, ranging from hair service, clipper cuts, skincare, waxing, post-op, healing. Oh my God, everything I need done. For our trans and non-gender conforming folks. All our LGBTQ plus community and celebrated in our affirming space.
Queerness equals resisting oppression. Okay, and now we have Come With Me 559, X-rated pancakes for a unique touch at celebrations. They will be at the festival again this year. Check them out. Don't let the name sway you. Check them out. That
Interestingly shaped pancake.
Come With Me 559. And it's not spelled C-O-M-E. I'll just stop right there. Now we have free dad hugs.
All right.
Where are the free cousin hugs? I would like to see the free cousin
You get those every time we go home to Ohio.
That's true. That's true. We got a nice breeze going.
We do.
It's going to be a nice day for the festival, people. Starts at 11 o'clock, goes till 6 at Fresno City College. If you've got people here at the parade, they can just walk right over there. There are also
free shuttle
from here to City College and back.
Yes.
So if you're coming out to the festival, you don't have to park it. You can park at City College, but parking goes quick.
They expanded the hours of the festival until 6 p.m. Normally, they would shut it down around 4.
All right, I think we got number 82 here. This is the Fresno Drag Festival. Their festival is for all ages, where you can express your creativity in the form of drag. They provide a safe space for local LGBTQ plus youth and bring in some top drag queens and kings from all over. This is a great group. This is one of the other ways that youth can get to see entertainment, drag shows, because they can't go to the bars or some of the adult spaces. They can see them in the environment that the Fresno Drag Festival puts them on in, sometimes in welcoming churches, sometimes in other facilities. And it's appropriate for children. It's not the same drag you're going to see in a bar.
Always age appropriate.
So join them. They're a great organization.
That was one of the arguments that always used to surprise me about, allowing children to attend drag events, like Pride events and stuff. They're not going to see the same event they would see at a nightclub.
No,
they're going to see a tailored program for the community that they're performing for. I don't know of any drag queen that I've known over my 62 years of life that has ever thought it's going to be appropriate for me to provide adult entertainment in front of children.
Well, there goes your whole youth thing that you were talking about. You just told your age. You're not supposed to do that. You're in front of a camera. You don't talk about your age.
The camera's going to show the lines.
Okay.
They're going to know. I'm not 21.
So, and the same people that are complaining about drag performing in front of children, they're also not complaining about Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders or people in costume at Disneyland.
No.
It's just ridiculous. Drag performers are entertainers, and they do one show at adult nightclubs and other shows for kids.
And one of our favorite websites that you and I both look at daily has a part where they chronicle sex abuse cases that are being mentioned in the media. And it's always a member of a church or a youth group or a youth pastor. So far, I think for this year, they're up to 170 some arrests, but not one of them is a drag queen.
Yeah, and just so people know, drag queens are now winning lawsuits against people who are calling them pedophiles in public. There were 2 major cases that were just settled for lots and lots of money.
Lots of money, yep.
So be careful what you call, who you call. Kyle's going to tell me what number we're on if he can see with his eagle-eye gaze there. I see no number, though. Okay, I don't think that's the right one. This might be Fresno Center for Nonviolence.
Well, that would be appropriate. They don't have a number on their float.
But I saw a no war sign, so. Which? 84 is the Fresno Center for Nonviolence. Go ahead.
All right. Fresno Center for Nonviolence and Veterans for Peace Fresno and Peace Fresno and Women's International League of Peace and Freedom. They are 4 local groups joining forces to build a culture of peace and upholding human rights for all. We work to expose injustice and the true cost of all wars. We all unite to support Fresno Rainbow Pride.
And what are they? They're passing something out that everybody got excited about, but it looks like a flyer.
I think they might be passing out Palestinian flags and Egyptian flags, it looks like.
The marijuana leaf on the front of the truck threw me. I was like, this is another dispensary? I wasn't sure.
Well, that's a way to encourage peace.
That's a beautiful decoration on that truck, though.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
Grab it. I want to see what it is.
This is the dispensary. This is Fresno Haven.
Okay, we got it wrong. Fresno Haven.
Here comes the...
Okay, well, Fresno Haven is a newly established cannabis dispensary nestled in the heart of Fresno on Belmont Avenue. Haven is everyone's home to explore everything cannabis. Go ahead. This is the...
Here we have the Fresno Center for Nonviolence and Veterans for Peace Fresno and Peace Fresno and Women's International League of Peace and Freedom.
Which we just talked about. Okay, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a mouthful.
That's almost as much as the LGBTQ plus IARZ 27.
Wave to the camera, people. Wave to the camera. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are not free until we are all free. Absolutely, absolutely. No war. I believe in that too. No war. You know, we don't know how lucky we are in this country that war doesn't come to our shores here, and we have to deal with it here. I don't like that it's on any other shore and that it's anywhere else in the country, but, you know.
Coming up here, we have UPS.
Oh, because it says UPS right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the big brown truck.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay. So UPS Pride Alliance works to promote a culture of inclusion and acceptance through leadership, development, and engagement. Their group is committed to mobilizing the talents of the LGBTQ plus community and its allies to foster creativity and diversity. This is UPS Pride Alliance.
And I have a new friend of mine, Tanisha, who worked with me over the holiday and is a member of UPS and has been there for a number of years and fought to have them included, and this is the first year they have joined us in the Pride Parade.
All right. Are they bringing us a package? I'll take a package. If
well, it depends on who he is.
Oh, no, not that kind of package. Okay, that's still, it's all UPS.
Yeah,
the truck. Okay. I see that. I'll catch on eventually.
You get the big brown truck behind him, Henry?
You know, we didn't rehearse. We did not rehearse.
You are so in tune to Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, I like Amazon, but I'll take UPS.
There's my girl, Tiffany.
Get up here. Ah, we've been recognized. She's bringing us a package. Hi.
I have to give a hug.
You're wired, James.
I know.
UPS driver? It's me. I just retired after 30
Good to see you. You just retired. 32 years? 30 years.
Good for you,
my
girl.
Lord,
Good for you.
Enjoy. Good to see you.
Got a hug. That's better than a package.
I did, and I don't have to sign for it.
People, let them get their delivery out. The big brown truck, the big brown UPS. He loves his daughter. That's right. That's her daughter, right?
She is.
All right. Uh-oh.
I have another hug coming.
Don't ruin your headset there. All right, we're getting hugs. Okay, now we have the Bank of America. Bank of America is proud to be an inclusive... Hi, honey. Good to see you. Bank of America is proud to be an inclusive workplace with a culture that encourages all employees to bring their whole selves to work. They're regularly named Best Places to Work for LGBTQ plus equality. They are here today as part of the company's 38,000-member LGBTQ plus Pride Employee Network and allies.
38,000 members in the alliance.
Bank of America. UPS is never going to get that package delivered.
I'm telling you what. I hope there's not any perishables on that.
Do we see a number here, Kyle? It's got to be the task force, right?
I think so. Representing California versus hate, we want to remind you that there is support when you report. Report hate, homophobia, and transphobia by calling 833-8-NO-HATE.
Again, 833-8-NO-HATE, where you can report hate, homophobia, and transphobia. This is California versus hate.
And behind them, I believe, comes the artistry.
Okay.
Delivering immersive experiences and one-of-a-kind destinations for cannabis, community, culture, and dare we say, getting high.
There's no misplacing who they are.
No.
That big old joint on the top of the truck.
That is pretty self-explanatory.
That's pretty cool. Look, where's the smoke coming from?
The end of the blunt.
Oh, don't even try.
Just a disclaimer, I have not smoked marijuana since 1977.
But everybody on the other side of the street's getting high right now, so. Cool Jeep.
Very cool Jeep. You saw the word, didn't you?
I may have. Okay, where are we at here? The Artistry, I think?
Central Valley Pride Law Association. They provide community unity and professional support to LGBTQ plus and allied attorneys, legal professionals, and activists in the Central Valley, promoting diversity in the profession and on the bench through outreach and endorsement of judicial candidates who support our mission.
Okay, we have Central California Paranormal Investigations. And I apologize, I don't know where they are in the book. Do we have a number? We don't. 95. Well, that explains it. Okay. All right, 95. It has nothing. It's a blank spot. Okay.
Well, it's a paranormal, so you have to get the ghost to tell you what it is.
Okay, I get it now. All right. The Fresno Center. Fresno Center now has a multicultural focus and works to provide an array of culture-based services that support self-sufficiency, economic viability, and empowerment across communities. They offer food security, emergency response, and supports all communities in need. They are a safe space on the southeast side of Fresno, the Fresno Center, fresnocenter.org.
Sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross, apparently.
Oh, you mean the big words on the side of the van?
Yes, like Jeep.
Okay, yeah. Okay, the Health Collaborative.
The Health Collaborative. The California Health Collaborative is a statewide nonprofit whose mission is to change lives by improving health and wellness. Be proud and be healthy.
I have to be both proud and healthy?
I get so tired of that app in the morning. As soon as I wake up, it pops up on my phone and says, let's get moving. And I throw the phone on the bed and say, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, I don't know if I could be proud and healthy at the same time.
It's too much work.
But I'll call the California Health Collaborative. They obviously know how to do it.
Well, maybe they can give us some tips.
They are changing lives by improving health and wellness. The California Health Collaborative.
You know, we're of that generation when we talk to our doctors now and they want to prescribe us medication and they do an alcohol warning. I have to ask them, is it a good reaction or a bad? Here comes your truck, honey.
Oh, now we're talking. Amazon Prime. They better have my package because I ordered it to be delivered right here.
Where is Midnight's food?
I don't know. Amazon Prime, it's my favorite place to be, but that's just me.
You probably didn't do a write-up because you know everything about them.
I should. I just, where's my package?
He used to get such a look of disappointment on his face when the truck would drive by without stopping.
They brought boxes. Amazon Prime. You know, you can join Amazon Prime and you get all kinds of subscription to videos and movies, as well as discounts on shipping.
There's lots of bonus perks too.
I just heard they're going to start doing drone deliveries, maybe, so that's going to be interesting. I'm going to order chips just to see if with the drone drops them, they break up.
Oh, of course they will break.
But bubble wrap the chips.
Don't bring up broken chips. It always has that bad memory for me. You know about that.
I do.
The Mike sells potato chips that traveled around the world.
We're not going to go there. This is the Barony of Clockwork Spires, live-action role-playing community focused on fantasy combat with foam fighting. Oh, did they bring foam? And And spell slinging. You want to, oh, there's some fighting going on right now in the streets. There's bow and arrow, there's some sabers. This is the Barony of Clockwork Spires, number 96. We're at 96.
96?
Well, supposedly we're at 96.
Wow.
We're not, the order has not been.
Yeah, next up will be 81.
Is there anybody in that suit of armor up there? Let's hope not. If he is, he's
be
not
awfully warm.
Not very excited, but. Oh, she's taking you down, boy.
It's a little violent.
Oh, they're padded. Okay, and we are at United Way, Fresno and Madera counties. Dismantle systemic barriers to prosperity through the creation and implementation of collaborative community solutions. They're committed to building partnerships that are grounded, in fierce solidarity, courageous vulnerability, and shared common goals. This is United Way of Fresno.
Says they are here for you through high tide and low.
Oh, we got a little
And
break
we have
here.
a big gap here.
All right, well. Okay, we got a little gap here, so
Yeah, I'm gonna take a big.
a little hydration. And again, your hosts down by Irene's Cafe today are Robin McGehee, Peter Robertson, and Isis DeLuna. Leilani Price retired
after last
which,
year.
you know, amazed us all.
Well, sometimes a
haven't seen
girl
it.
needs a rest.
I haven't seen a comeback tour yet, but
Not yet.
I'm sure there will be.
We thought it was happening at one point, and I almost won my bet. But
That
she
was
was
April
just playing
Fool's
an
Day.
April Fool's
She loves
show.
April Fools. So.
I know. Sometimes a girl just needs to take a break and come back refreshed.
Yeah.
Ask Beyonce.
Exactly.
She'll come back in cowboy drag.
Now I smell the cannabis.
The artistry
The
and
artistry.
Embark and
Yeah.
Haven and
You know, the way that cannabis has come from when we were kids, you know, they're now, Biden is talking about rescheduling the drug from Schedule 1 to Schedule
1 to
3.
3. It should be done.
Schedule 1 is up there with heroin and cocaine and all that. So they're finally rescheduling it to Schedule 3, which means it'll be available for research. And they'll be, scientifically able to prove all the benefits of cannabis.
No, we have a few minutes.
So there are lots of vendors on the street today selling rainbow products. You can get your rainbow flags and lots of stuffed animals.
Yeah. Rainbow tails, rainbow boas.
Boas. And here we are in front of the Tower Theater, which, you know, for those of you who don't know, the Adventure Church tried to take over the Tower Theater for a long time, and there were protests for a year. And finally, the city of Fresno bought the Tower Theater, and it's come back to our community. That's such an important part of our community. We have had events there for many, many, many years, and it means a lot to us. And it's so great to have the Tower Theater back in the Tower District as a welcoming space. Okay. Kyle, I know you see a number.
I'm not sure if this is a float or if it's just a family walking their dog.
Yeah. People just entered the parade with their dogs. Oh, those poor dogs must be dying. The dogs have shoes on? Oh my God, they do.
Nice. Well, that's good.
So we have some dogs with shoes on, and we're trying to decide which float this is.
This is MedZed. 21st century mobile medical offices, enhanced care management, community support, and their new program, Street Medicine, which provides medical and social care for the unhoused individuals in our community.
Cool.
What a great thing to do.
Yeah. MedZed, M-E-D-Z-E-D.
And those dogs do have little shoes on.
They
That's
do.
wonderful.
I want some little shoes for chaos.
That cat will not do that.
That's what duct tape is for.
Now, those are some massive bubble machines.
Those are. All right, is this also part of MedZed, or because I know what's coming up after them? Or is this Dr. Green Thumbs? No. Yeah, I bet it is.
Well, there's a police car with flashing lights behind it, so most likely.
Well, that's this. Well, that's
Yeah.
CHP.
Well, that's Tyler up there.
Yeah, that was
That
Dr.
was
Green
Dr.
Thumbs. Dr. Green Thumbs, your local neighborhood dispensary. Celebrate Pride at your Pride neighborhood block party all day. Now we have the California Highway Patrol.
And another very important addition to our Pride Parade, showing the support from the CHP to the LGBTQ plus community.
And they're scaring so many people on the streets who are engaging in cannabis or
having flashback memories. Thank you very much for being here.
CHP, here to support the LGBTQ plus Pride Parade. 102 is Lithia of Fresno.
Lithia has a number of dealerships here in the Central Valley that sell cars ranging from Toyotas, Nissans, Subarus, Hondas, all kinds of different vehicles.
Lithia of Fresno.
The proud sponsor, one of the major sponsors of Pride.
I see you, I love you, I accept you. That's what they have on their shirts at Lithia of Fresno. With an all-electric Subaru right behind them.
I love the Subaru Feel the Love campaign where you can donate to one of your favorite charities by purchasing a vehicle.
Okay, now we have the CTA Fresno California Teachers Association. They've been an advocate for quality and inclusion in the classroom. They provide students with equitably resourced public education they need and deserve. As educators, we care deeply about the health and social emotional well-being of our students, and they're committed to making public schools where children thrive. Again, more teachers standing up for the youth in this country. I think we got PG&E coming up.
Looks like it.
I meant to bring my bill to see if they could do something about it, but oh well.
No, probably not.
This is PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric. We all know who they are. We all have something to say about them.
I'll tell you what, that night they came out at 12:45 at night to repair that line on our house that you slept through. I was happy for that.
We had a limb of our tree come down and take out a power line, and they came that night and took care of it, got the tree trimmed, fixed the power line. This is PG&E's Pride Network, an employee resource group. Leading with love and pride at PG&E, you guys. Oh, they brought a truck to fix the tree.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is so important, you guys, that corporations have LGBTQ groups within their corporation. Because as we've seen recently, like with Target and the other stores that are selling Pride merchandise that have had to cut back because of the backlash, we need our corporate representation, exactly. Because if we don't have corporations supporting us, then it's easier to attack us from the streets. So we need people to support us, to put their Pride stuff out, and ignore the bigotry that's trying to shut all that down.
Absolutely. I know I appreciate my corporation accepting me for who I am.
Mine too. All right, we got Tipsy's Taco and Beer, serving the best authentic Mexican food made with handmade corn and flour tortillas right here in the Tower District. And they better have a taco when they get down here. You want a chicken or beef?
I want beef.
Okay, well, I want chicken. Let's see who wins here. Tipsy's Tacos and Beer right here in the Tower District, people. Tower District has some great restaurants and bars and clubs for not just the LGBTQ plus community, but for the entire community. come on down and enjoy the Tower District and bring me a taco. Well,
Oh, I
beer.
saw the guy with the bag. I thought maybe he'd have tacos in there.
Tacos, beers. Yay to Tipsies. Now we got a little pool service. Is that who we got here? A little pool service. Family owned and operated residential and in-ground pool maintenance and repairs. Everyone enjoys a little pool service. This is a little pool service, and they have a little trailer to represent a little pool service.
Coming up behind them is J.C. Penney. Our leaders throughout J.C. Penney serve as visible and vocal allies by providing the opportunity to learn, connect, and achieve permanent and lasting change. J.C. Penney, standing with pride.
That reminds me, I have something on layaway, I think.
Okay, well, go pick it up.
I forgot what it is. J.C. Penney.
And coming up, one of our major sponsors here, T-Mobile. What needs to be said about T-Mobile? Connecting your loved ones all across the world through cellular service. T-Mobile.
And they got their rainbow T in the T-Mobile logo.
Nice.
Very supportive. Let's talk about corporate support that we get every year in Pride Month. Some people are against it, saying it's taking advantage of the queer community by only supporting us during Pride Month, but that's not true. They don't only support us during Pride Month. Sure, they market it up a little bit like everybody else does, but they support us all year round, as we've seen here today with organizations from PG&E and T-Mobile inside the organization that support our community.
And a lot of these corporations develop groups within the company to support their LGBTQ plus employees and provide them with the opportunity to experience time off to celebrate things like that. So corporate sponsorship is important during Pride, but it's also important year-round.
All right, here comes the Red Cross. The American Red Cross of the Central Valley serves 5 counties throughout the heart of California: Fresno, Tulare, Kings, Madera, and Mariposa. From the Sierra Nevada mountains to the Fertile Valley floor, Red Cross volunteers provide hope, comfort, and resiliency to residents throughout the chapter every single day. This is Red Cross of California. They step in when other people don't to help people who have faced tragedies and weather disasters. They're a great organization. Check them out. Donate to the American Red Cross.
All of their assistance is absolutely free of charge.
Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close to the end here.
We are.
I think we may have the last one coming up. Yeah, because I hear the music, and this is going to be Splash Fresno closing out the parade, I think. We'll see. Maybe. So that's, 2.5 hours today. That's not bad.
That's not a bad parade.
It moved a little faster than we expected. We were expecting 2 hours and 40 minutes. We're at 2.5.
And I'll tell you what, from the looks of this crowd, it looks like everybody has enjoyed every second of the parade.
This is always a fun day for everybody, and not just in the community, our allies, the youth, the parents, teachers, community in general. It's when Jeff passed away a couple years ago, it's just over 2 years now, there was, confusion in the community about how we're going to go on with the Fresno Pride Parade, and everybody stepped up and took over the duties of putting this festival and parade on, and it is now more successful than it has ever been.
Yeah.
Here comes Splash Fresno, which is the nightclub here in the tower at 644 East Olive Avenue. Owned by T.J. Bruce.
T.J. Bruce.
All right.
And company, and we've got a few floats after that.
Oh, well, we do. Okay, see, I told you, maybe.
Well, people jump the line, and...
Well, Splash Fresno, you guys, the Club Fab.
This is
Vibes. This is Vibes. Okay,
this is Vibes Lounge.
Vibes Lounge is incredibly supportive to the LGBTQ plus community. They have a bar right here on Olive Avenue. Hey, there she is. We were just talking about you. All right, we love Vibes. We just had a political event at Vibes a couple of nights ago to support Nazarene Johnson. They are totally supportive of the community.
And they are proud to welcome a safe and welcoming environment for all of the community.
This is #balance. Go ahead.
A proud queer and brown-owned yoga studio in downtown Fresno. We offer a safe space for everybody to explore the ways movement can help make you feel good.
There's some movement going on right there.
They host workshops and events focusing on art and wellness as a way to bring the community together. And one of my favorite jokes is how I got arrested at a yoga event.
You got arrested at a yoga event?
I thought they were presenting when they said downward dog.
Oh, my. Well, we apologize for the confusion there with Vibes. We certainly don't want to slight Vibes. They're a great bar and restaurant. They have great food there, too, here in the Tower District. So check them out. We love Vibes. It takes a lot to put this thing on people, so excuse the changes in the playbook here as we go along, because there's all kinds of things that can change the lineup of the parade and how the day goes. But what's really important is how the volunteers at Community Link keep this thing going and manage to keep the parade going down the street.
There will be glitches every now and then, but as in life, when you encounter that glitch, you move forward.
All right, we got Fresno Pride Color Guard here.
A talented group of performers with a mission to promote equality and visibility through the art of color guard. Here to present Put Your Lipstick On, Queen.
Are you speaking to me or?
No, it's what they say.
Oh.
That's
again, I want to thank them for
performance.
those tests they send out every year.
Yes, that's their performance.
Come on, people. Come on. Kyle's going to keep this thing moving if it kills him. Come on. There you go.
He's editing as we go.
Yeah.
Smart man, Kyle. Smart man. Oh, now look at that bubble machine.
Oh, now look at this flag waving going on. No one is hitting themselves in the head. This is great. Oh. Come on, people. They're not only marching, they're performing. And no one's breaking a sweat. I'm breaking a little bit of a sweat, but they're doing just fine. All different pride flags they're waving and all different symbols that represent the LGBTQ plus community.
The flags are becoming the new bandanas. You almost have to have a guide in your pocket to figure out what each flag is.
You do. There's a lot of flags out there. We did a piece on that last year about the different flags, the bear flags, the trans flags, the asexual flags, there's all kinds.
It just shows there's a huge community under one umbrella that wants representation, and it's important that they get it.
Okay, well now I know we're getting closer.
Yeah, I think the next group is going to be the Fresno Rainbow Pride pageant, if I'm not mistaken. And then we'll have Splash.
So we thank you guys for watching today. It's not over. We're almost there, but we thank you for watching, participating in this.
Our first year.
Our first year doing this.
We'll be better next year.
Yeah, because we'll have the cocktails ahead of time and we'll be fine.
I personally have had a lot of fun doing this. This is our community. These are the people that we love and enjoy spending time with, and we're so happy to be able to be here to help them represent and showed their pride.
And James and I have been activists in this community for 20 plus years now. So a lot of stuff we do is charged and political and stressful and going to school boards and all that stuff. And this is the one day of the year that we get to have total fun.
This is a fun day for us. It's all about love and happiness and celebration and going around and looking at somebody and saying, girl, no, why'd you wear that?
And just, again, people, the festival has already started. It's going to go till 6 p.m. tonight. It's at Fresno City College. So if you're at home watching this, come on down to the festival and have some good food. There'll be lots of entertainment and booths, crafts, all kinds of fun. Lots of stuff for the kids as well.
Remember, if you're home watching this out of curiosity or even out of fear, come join our community, talk to each other, communicate, and learn. You'll find some good people here.
All right. Do we think this is...
This is the Fresno Rainbow Pride Pageant, I believe.
Yeah. They've been marching for a long time, people.
Yes. Enthusiasm is waning.
But it's not too hot yet. We got a nice breeze going here. This is the Fresno Rainbow Pride Pageant. And another mask. You see that? Another mask.
Yes.
That one doesn't scare me because it's very stylized.
Yeah. And closing out the parade this year is the float from Splash Nightclub here in Fresno on Olive Avenue in the Tower District.
They are the big bar with the rainbow colors and the patio that you can hang out at.
A great place to enjoy a cocktail or two and dance the night away.
And now that Fab is gone, we have 2 bars left in Fresno, Splash and the Red Lantern, and Vibes is...
And Alibi and Vibes are both very gay-friendly.
They're gay-friendly, right.
But 2 dance clubs left.
There's our music.
There it is.
Is that Fatima?
I don't.
All right. All right, everybody.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for attending the 34th Annual Rainbow Pride Parade. Continue the celebration with us over at Fresno City College. Free bus service to and from the festival. And our 21 and over guests, they have a beer garden available.
And we recommend you buy your tickets ahead of time on web. It's $5 to get in. You can buy them there too. We'll see you next year for Pride.
That's a wrap. Happy Pride, everybody. Have a safe afternoon. Enjoy.
Take care of each other.
Absolutely. Thank you, my love.